Hey everybody, I'm Tara from Crooked Row, and today we are going to talk about pruning. I know that I already have a pruning video, but that's on fruit trees. This is for blackberries, raspberries, and blueberries. And so I am very late. I should have done this like in early spring. But there's two reasons why I didn't and why I'm late. One is because I didn't have time. Two is because we have been deluged with rain. We have tremendous great things from it. I don't know if you can see that behind me. Those are Jerusalem artichokes. They would not typically be that high by now, but we've had so much rain that they are just kind of gargantuan this year. So that's wonderful, but it also means that the weeds have had lots of rain this year. And so all the berries are just swamped by lots and lots of weeds. So this video I'll probably have to take over a couple of days because it's going to take actually so long to weed this. At some point I'm gonna need one of the boys in the house to come and weed whack some grasses and things out of here. But we're just gonna make this look nice and pretty and get it pruned, fertilized, and mulched. The other thing is, so there's things that you wanna be looking for when you're gonna prune your berries. Actually, this is anything. Dead, damaged, diseased. Dead, damaged, and diseased. And so you want to clip all of that out. You don't want to spread disease to your good canes. You don't want to keep dead wood on any of your bushes because dead wood drains energy from the plant. So you don't want anything that's unnecessary. Also, when I prune my blackberries, I only allow them to stay about 5 feet tall. They can grow and grow and grow, but I don't want them to. And so the blackberries that we have are the type where they will have primocanes and floricanes. And I'll just call them first year canes and second year canes. And so it's really not even years, it's seasons, but that's a whole other ball game. But so we'll just keep it simple and call it first year, second year. And so the whole cane will tend to leaf out and flower, but just sometimes it's half of the cane, the top half of the cane, or a quarter of the cane will actually flower and give you berries. Those will not give you berries again, so you clip those after they have fruited is the easiest way to do it. Did I do that last year? No, because I never do anything the easy way. After I was too wrapped up in other things that were going on, and so after they fruited I did not clip them. So now I'm going back through and I will show you what it looks like when a cane has already fruited and you need to clip that off, and then the rest that is left is going to leaf and give you berries. So you will get 2 harvests from each cane, depending on the type of berries that you have, but this is the type of berries that we have. And so and then when I go through and I do the blueberries, and actually I just want to walk over there and kind of show you the blueberries, because blueberries are different in that they're more like a bush. Well, they are a bush instead of a bramble. So I feel like I treat them a little bit more like a fruit tree, but not quite. So I let the blueberries, I'll show you. So here's a really good example. Don't judge me for all the weeds. So here is a young blueberry bush. This is one of the bushes last year that gave us quarter-size blueberries. But this is dead. And so that instantaneously needs clipped off. Anything that's dead needs clipped off. This was here last year, but the red parts weren't. Do you see that? These red parts? See where the branches kind of give new growth. So those will keep, and that's first year. But we'll take off dead, damaged, diseased, and third year branches. And I'll go through all of these. Or you can also, I'm going to show you on this one. This one you might want to, I don't know that I will, but like these tall ones that kind of don't match the rest of the bush, they're just huge. So if you're trying to control the size of your blueberries, you can also prune accordingly to that. I don't think that you should, I personally would not try to control the size of my blueberries. If you were going to do that, because I think you'll cut off a lot of fruit. If you need your blueberries to stay small, then get ones like, breeds like, I think it's called Top Hat, and there's patio versions you can get. Just look and see what the dimensions are going to be and kind of stay within that, because I find that I don't like to overly prune blueberries, and we get pretty big blueberries, and for as young as our bushes are, we get a lot. As far as raspberries go, raspberries tend to grow super vigorously. So you want to try to maintain them around 4 to 5 feet tall. You want to, and they'll grow way taller than that. They can, not all varieties do. But you also want to have like 8 to 10 canes or shoots that are coming out. You want to look for ones that are going to shade the other one out and things like that, because you do want them in the sun. So your berries, a lot of people, especially with raspberries, will in the fall or in the very early spring, they'll just cut them straight to the ground. And I think the biggest thing to remember, because sometimes it's hard for us to reduce or pull fruit or do all of these things that seem counterintuitive, but remember that pruning releases a hormone to the plant that tells it to grow. So you definitely want to prune. And so the other reasons why we prune, like removing the dead, damaged, and diseased, those are aiding in the health of the plant. So a little pruning is better than no pruning. So let's get out there and start pruning our stuff. I don't know that I'll be able to do this entire video today, because I have so many weeds to deal with while I'm trying to prune too. So I'm going to try to get through and prune, and then see if we have time to weed and fertilize today. So I better quit talking and let's get to it. What we're going to need for today is, you want your handheld pruners, and then you want your kind of loppers, because some of these can be kind of thick and rugged. You want, for your raspberries, you're going to want some gloves. I suggest rose gloves, because those can be some pretty nasty sticky thorns. So I use the Felcos. Berry tone, if we get to this today, but berry tone, just follow the package instructions. If you don't use berry tone and you use another kind of fertilizer, just follow your package instructions. I find that those work perfect. And of course, you're going to need some isopropyl alcohol to clean between. Definitely, if you find something diseased, clean your blades right away before you cut into anything else. Just with some cotton balls, isopropyl alcohol, just give your blades a good swipe and then move on to the next one. This is essential so that you do not spread disease. So that's all you need to get this job done. As you can see, all the way down this is dead. So I'll be cutting this, and there's a tree growing up in it. I'll be cutting that. Over here, I don't know if you can see that, there is leafing and branching coming off, but not quite at these tips. So I'm definitely gonna cut that off. Even I make mistakes. I just cut this. That was a big accident. This had a great branch on it. It's very leafed out. This is doing well. Had a great lateral branch on it, and I lopped it. Okay, I'm done with that. So I'm gonna clean my blade and my handhelds. Every time, guys. Clean it every time. Don't transfer disease. It's your enemy. Okay, I got sidetracked while I was pruning the blueberries and I started seeing ripe strawberries. I love this container that my father-in-law gave me. They get it at a fruit stand in North Carolina, and I think it comes with peaches in it. I love peaches, that's my favorite. And so they bring me these full of peaches, and I mean, think about it. You put this in and you can rinse them so easily because it's a slight colander too. Love that. So helpful. And then once I noticed strawberries, I started noticing the asparagus. So I took a slight detour, sorry. But now I have pruned 21 blackberry bushes, 15, or is it 16? 16 raspberries and 14 blueberry bushes. So I'm done with pruning now. I think that that's good enough for especially the time of season that it is, but I don't want to take too much leaf and so much foliage off. I want to make sure that they get plenty of nutrition in those roots. And the last thing I'm going to do is go through and just hit each one with some berry tone, except for my blueberries. I acidify my blueberries. The rest of them get berry tone, and I'm gonna do that. And then later, when my kids are with me, we're gonna weed and mulch. So just wanted to give you an update on what we do with our berries. And we get loads and loads of berries. I mean, I think last year I had 15 gallons of blackberries. Our raspberries are just now coming into like their own. So this year I'll let you know how many raspberries we get. And you already know we have quarter-sized blueberries. So they're still not even at their peak yet. I don't think they're their peak until they're like 5 or 6 years old. So I'm excited for those days. So remember, if we can prune, weed, feed all of our berry bushes, anybody can. Thanks. Bye.